What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. So I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message out for y'all. I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for you guys, and overall I hope that the messages are useful, okay? And with that being said, we're just gonna jump right into the video, okay? So right off the bat, you got the Hierophant card coming out. You also do have the Knight of Pentacles. You also do have the Five of Wands. You got the Ten of Wands as well, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups. And you also do have the Strength, okay? You got Taurus energy out here, air sign energy as well, Leo energy. You could say Sagittarius as well. What's the Three of Pentacles? You got the Star. And what's this Knight of Pentacles? You got the Queen of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? You got the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know why, but yeah, with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, it feels like there's like an outside party who's like, it doesn't feel like, it feels like they're frustrated that you're healing from something that is like either they were a part of, especially if this was like some sort of third party situation, like this is a third party regarding you or a situation that you were in before, but it's almost like, because especially with this Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and then you have the Star from the Three of Pentacles, it's almost like somebody wanted to slow something down for you regarding, it could be work, it could be an actual relationship, someone stepping out on like a marriage or just like a family unit, just in general, like someone was being a bit careless when it came to like, say if they do have like a solidified family, whether it's a baby mom and a baby dad, a husband and a wife, but like there could be kids involved as well. It's giving that type of like energy where somebody was being very mature, very immature, excuse me, when it came to a situation that you were involved in. And it definitely does feel like if that is the case, there's for some reason some sort of third party that is upset that you are healing from it. What's the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups? You got the Emperor. Can I get one more? What's the Knight of Pentacles by itself? What's the Knight of Pentacles by itself? You have the Ace of Wands. Or like somebody was in a situation where another person was making it hard for somebody else to kind of see, for lack of better terms, like the light, I guess you could say. Like someone knows you were a good choice, a good fit for something or someone. And it was almost like, yeah, like they had intentions on sabotaging it to prevent this person from helping you or preventing you to be together, basically. Because it's something with the Nine of Pentacles where, yeah, it's giving me the energy of like, it's steady, yes, but it's no real new beginning. Or it was like some sort of new beginning that you could have felt that you could have had again in a workspace, regarding a relationship, whatever have you. It was almost like somebody like tried to slow that down. And again, when I mean tried to slow that down, that could be with gossip, rumors, etc., sabotage, I guess you could say. What's the Queen of Cups and the Emperor? You got Aries energy out here if I didn't say it already. Yeah, it's a lot of energies. You got the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and a Chariot. Because you could have been very loyal to somebody, acting as like a stable friend, a stable coworker, a stable partner as well. It's almost like it feels like somebody drove you away with like a lot of lies or like a lot of backhanded actions as well. Like, it was almost like, it feels like somebody forced your hand. Like, okay, if you aren't going to see that this person is trying to manipulate you, or if you're not going to defend me if somebody's talking about me, or if you guys continue to make this workplace toxic for me, I'm going to have to see the actions that I have to take to kind of like take matters into my own hands. And the most responsible, the most mature thing to do is to kind of like get myself out of this situation, get away from this situation. What's the Five of Swords? You got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. What's the Queen of Pentacles? What's the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles? You got the Empress. You got heavy Taurus, Libra energy out here as well. And you have the Four of Cups. Do what you want with the information, but someone does feel like you were a good like fit, whether it's in a workplace, whether it was for them as well. Especially if you did have some sort of opportunity lined up and it kind of like fell through. Like, there's someone who really sees you as like a good option for something, and not like an option meaning like in a negative way, so to speak. But like, they prefer you, they prefer your look, they prefer the way you sound, they prefer you as a person. I can't get over that. But I don't know, there's like some sort of juggling involved. It's something real hidden about the situation, it feels like. What's the Two of Pentacles with the Three of Swords? If someone does come back, or you know of a situation where someone has like, I don't know, an ex, an old, like a baby's mama, a baby's father, I would definitely make sure that like that situation is like closed out. It came to some sort of like end, because I feel like someone's not standing on like 10 toes when it comes to making a decision pertaining you, not even really pertaining you. It's almost like it feels like a situation is so out of another person's control that they feel really bad about like not being able to like really defend you how you need to be. Like, this is somebody who could see you getting mistreated like at work, for instance, but it's like they don't really have any type of sort of like power. Like, they're not HR. They see you, you know, expressing your worries or whatever the case may be, etc., but it's almost like they don't have this sort of power to help. It's weird. It's very, very weird. It's very weird. What's this Queen of Swords? You got the Temperance. What's the Queen of Swords? You got the King of Cups. And then it just feels like there's also a lot of just different energies involved in this as well. It feels like it's a lot of meddling, a lot of he said, she said as well. A lot of people in others' ears about a certain situation, and it feels like it's regarding you. What's this Five of Wands? You got the Six of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands coming out here as well. Like, it feels like there's people arguing or fighting about you, and or some sort of like new success coming your way. Is something new coming in for you that it feels like is going to bring you some sort of like, it feels like attention. And for whatever reason, there's other people, I don't know if these could be like family members of another person as well. So say if you do have like a spouse, an ex-spouse, an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, and you were like pretty much close, or you knew of like their family, this could be like them as well. It's something to where your success is really going to ruffle a lot of like feathers. Because it's almost given like somebody wanted to make you look really, really bad in a certain situation. And it's like, you could have been casted out of a certain place, a group dynamic, whether it's family, friends, whatever have you. And it's almost like, again, you could have been outcast, you could have been put out again, of anywhere, okay? And it's definitely given an energy of people like really wanting to tarnish your name, tarnish your reputation, really have people look at you kind of like very, very screwed up, or like someone who's very, very, I want to say broken, disrespectful, like really projecting an energy that really doesn't correlate with you at all, especially not as like a person. And there's some sort of fresh start, new beginning, some sort of newfound success that you will be, it feels like, obtaining. Especially if you know you are doing like the work or things are moving for you in a positive way right now. I'd be wary of like connecting with people that you knew or that came to light that they didn't really have good intentions for you. Because I'm telling you, your success is really going to disrupt someone's plan to like make you look really, really bad. Make you look really, really bad. Because for some reason, it feels like you were a healer in a group of people. Oh, can't show that card too much. And it feels like somebody didn't like that. And it feels like, again, especially with the star card as well, it's something about attention. Like people gravitate towards you. See how I did that cover the rap, you know? Real classy, real demure. That is so funny. But yeah, back to like the star, it was almost like it definitely does feel like you are a healer in a certain group of people, just in general. And it feels like you got a lot of attention, and it definitely does feel like somebody did not like that. Because there could have even been a thing that without you even notice, like somebody in a workplace, like, I don't know, especially if there's like a main male or like a main woman as well, who people like really like, or like men favor or women favor. It's almost like you were grabbing the attention of someone that another person liked. It's very childish, especially if that resonates for like work. What's this Three of Pentacles in the star? You got the Knight of Cups coming out, and you also do, you have the Two of Cups. Like people really like to gravitate towards you. You have a very inspiring energy, very uplifting, again, very healing as well. But yeah, like you shine very brightly. Yeah, and someone's like really upset about the attention that you are getting, especially from people. I don't know what's going on here. What's the Three of Pentacles? You got the Ten of Cups and the Four. Yeah. I don't know if someone's waiting for some sort of like promotion or collaboration, but I definitely do see that coming into fruition, especially for the Three of Pentacles, because it's definitely mainly talking about work, working with others as well, like reaching out, people reaching out to you too. Because it's definitely not giving bad energy at all. It's actually talking about working with those who want to work with you, befriending people that want to befriend you, like finding people that you someone's going to like connect with someone very, very important, or someone that could really help them out, or someone's going to connect to somebody real soon that's going to, it feels like, make them happy, even if it's just a friend. This person could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius like energy. What's the star? You have the Seven of Wands. It feels like this is somebody who definitely will try to, it feels like, protect you. What's the Three of Pentacles? With the King of Swords? Heavy Aquarius energy. And what's the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords? You have the Judgment. And if there was somebody like trying to tarnish like you, your reputation, a relationship you have with like another person, I definitely do feel like someone's like spinning the block on people who tried to like hurt you, especially if this was like a partnership, especially if this was like a third party. I feel like somebody's like really going to tell somebody off, like especially if like you do have somebody and you are in a third party now with this person now, like in the, I almost want to say like in the near future, especially the future, especially if it didn't happen already, because somebody's like really going to take something that someone says like seriously, like someone is really going to want to, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic, right? This could be someone you could have fell out with, or they believed in some sort of like gossip, whatever the case may be, and you don't have to take this person back or like befriend them in any way, shape, or form. It's just a message, right? But it definitely, but especially if you know somebody was basically kind of like innocent, or they was like beguiled. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't see other people's true intentions, and I feel like that's what it, like someone was, sorry to keep cutting myself off, it's a lot going on. But overall, it's almost like somebody's going to want to protect, it's almost like the last bit of feelings that they have for you. So say if like you did fall out with somebody, or you are in separation, it's almost like this person, especially if you know you did block them, because the strength is out here and we still got to clarify that. But say you did you took out some sort of energy on somebody where they know like it won't be easy for them to contact you or hit you up or be around you, etc., etc. It's almost like somebody is still, even if it's like now all of a sudden, like why, still wanting to kind of like protect your name. Like somebody really wants to make something clear, because it feels like somebody sees you as somebody who's good to work with, partner up with as well. Because it feels like somebody wants to do that. Especially with that 7 of Wands, like I don't know if somebody's trying to say like you're unfit in some sort of way. What's the 7 of Wands? You have to, yeah, it's a lot of gossip. Like someone's trying to protect you and their relationship from any further gossip. Or they're going to people who've like gossiped about like you and them and y'all like together. Like there's some sort of gossip going around, or that was going around, and it's like somebody's about to go to each person that is almost like that tried to sabotage it or said something negatively about you. And especially right now in this moment in time, someone's not allowing people to talk about you no more. Like the moment you're brought up, is like somebody immediately gets angry. Like, why are you talking about this person? Why are you bringing them up? What do they have to do with you? You don't even know them, etc., etc. Even though I definitely do feel like whoever this person is, they did succumb to this negative gossip at one point in time, meaning like they definitely listened. Like even if they didn't enact in any type of like negative behavior, whatever the case may be, the fact that you had to cut them off shows that they were being at one point in time negative or low vibrational. But it's almost like, yeah, at one point somebody, like a family member, a coworker, a lover, someone you thought like that had your back, or someone you could have thought like you could have wanted to be with, they definitely did. I don't feel like engaged in any gossip. I want to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't say like this person necessarily talked poorly about you. Of course, they could have chimed in, especially if they were ever mad, because that's what the energy is kind of like giving. Because somebody is, it feels like regretful, yeah, but like anxious, frustrated, especially if this is like a no contact situation, because this is somebody who doesn't know if there ever will be contact again, or like if they will ever get a chance to kind of really clear the air about something. Because it feels like somebody really wants to have a conversation about, like have a conversation with you about things that like it feels like that were said in the past, or like what made them act a certain way towards you, or made them kind of shut down, or made them kind of like turn their back away from you. And again, especially right now, like somebody is definitely trying to, it feels like, protect your name, especially if it is coming from like a third party. This person, like someone doesn't truly, like even if this was a third party, right? And you could say, you know, oh, my person's with a karmic, or they chose to entertain a karmic or go in that type of like direction with a third party karmic person, whatever the case may be. I definitely do feel like that was all for the stroke of like the ego. Like someone doesn't want to be with a third party. Like even if they have to be now, because it's almost like now is that situation where you made your bed, go lie in it or go hump in it, as my girl Serena would say. If you watch Love Island, you will get that. But Yeah, like even if somebody's in that predicament, they still don't want to be there. Like somebody's putting up with somebody because they definitely feel trapped. Like, so say if somebody did get another woman pregnant, they don't even necessarily, like someone's checked out. They don't even necessarily want to be there at all. I ain't gonna tell you too much of what I'm thinking that they thinking about the kid, but definitely with the other adult, the other party, they definitely don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. They definitely don't want to be there. What's this Hierophant? And I definitely do think, like, especially if there was a situation where you feel like, and this is gonna well, this is for like more of a romantic sense, is what I wanted to say. And then we're going to move on and clarify the rest of the spread. Like, there's also an energy where the reason why it feels like you and somebody couldn't like really get it together or come back like together, because I definitely do feel like you got to use your intuition and your discernment. Like if you feel like your person would do this, or not necessarily a person, or however you view someone on a romantic sense, that's everybody has free will. There's nothing to do with it. Okay. But it definitely does feel like it's a Two of Pentacles type of like energy. Like on one hand, somebody didn't necessarily gossip about you, but on the other hand, someone definitely did. And this doesn't honestly have to do with anything romantic either. Like, just take it how it resonates, because this could be a friend as well. But especially if you fell out with somebody and it's kind of like, you know, you weren't the one who did anything wrong, or like, say if it is a relationship and you're kind of wondering, you know, why is this person taking so long to commit, or whatever the case may be, or you fell out with a friend and now they're just acting like they don't want to talk, whatever the case may be. If that is the case, I definitely do feel like somebody says some things to other people about you to where if they were to get back like with you or be around you, it will kind of make them look fake, or be seen necessarily with you, or make it known that you two are trying to repair like a relationship of any kind. Is almost like they're afraid of kind of like the stigma from the people that they've talked to you about, talk about you too. Yeah. Talking too fast. But yeah, they definitely don't want to come off or seem, it feels like fake, okay? What's the Hierophant? You got the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Knight of Wands. Work seems like it's going to go very, very good, especially if you have been putting yourself out there. Meaning like job is something with a job application. I don't know. It feels like somebody's really, really hungry for a new job, more income, especially if you're like a Taurus. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Whoa. You got the King of Wands coming out with the World. Oh my goodness. Or if you're like a fire sign as well, somebody's about to start a new cycle, and it feels like in career. Because at first I was going to say this could be like something's ending, this and the third, because it could mean that too. But it's more something, especially with that Knight of Wands, especially if you did go back to school, or not even necessarily back to school, someone's going to find something they're very, very passionate in. It feels like a new cycle is getting ready to start for somebody in career. With the Magician, something that someone is manifesting, especially if they're fixed signs, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, heavy fire sign in general, heavy Taurus as well, excuse me. Somebody's about to make some money, yeah. With the Death and the Seven of Pentacles, somebody's finances about to like transform. Like there's going to be an ending to some sort of like poverty or lack type of mentality or feeling, even if it's just like a mindset. Like somebody's going to start making enough money to even like save up for the things they want to. Some sort of investment, it feels like, is about to pay off for somebody. Heavy Scorpio as well, child. What's the Queen of Swords and the Temperance? That's the Queen of Swords and the Temperance. You got the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords with the Fool. Yeah, someone's very, I won't say agitated, but I can say agitated, but someone's definitely very, it feels like watchful of the new beginnings that you are like about to embark on. It feels like you have people really, really missing you. And I feel like what really makes them miss you is like, even if it's just you kind of faking it until you make it kind of playing the game of like, how can I put this? like, for instance, things are not quite what it seems with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, you know, you're necessarily faking the funk, but whatever people are seeing from you, if they can see it, watch you, like, if you know you're not on no platform where people could watch you or whatever the case may be, or see your success, or you're not posting it, then just bypass this part. You get what I'm saying? But people can hear about your success from word of mouth. You get what I'm saying as well. But it's something where it feels like a lot of people are missing you more because of how well you're doing. Like, I feel like you're really inspiring the different friends, like on a more positive note, the different friends, the different family members that you still connect with, that you still are like cordial with, cool with, whatever the case may be. It feels like you're very, very inspiring to those people. And I feel like certain people definitely keep a very, very watchful eye, especially on the internet, especially if they're like an earth sign or you're like an earth sign. It's something with people like watching you and almost like seeing what you're going to do next. You're giving off one of those type of people to where you don't stay necessarily, I won't say stuck. I feel like that's such a poor choice of words now. Anyway, stuck has just become such a negative word to me now. But you're not someone who stays pretty stagnant for, you know, for long, basically. Like, you know when to kind of like pick yourself up and go. Even if things hurt you, even if things don't go necessarily your way or how you thought that they would, people don't perceive you as somebody who is kind of gonna lay down and take something, whether it's from somebody, whether it's from, you know, any sort of lack thereof. You get what I'm saying? You're going to kind of pick yourself up and like dust yourself off and almost like try again. And people really liking that. Like, people really want to know what's going to happen next with viewer. What is viewer going to do next? You get what I'm saying? Is viewer going to break up with so-and-so today? Like, people really get inspired of your forward movement mentality, it feels like. Especially if you're a Sagittarius, an earth sign, an air sign, okay? Especially if you're like a woman air sign, a Sagittarius, or you're a male or masculine earth sign. Just want to hit that on the nose. Because it's something with how like peaceful you are. Like, people feel like, because there's people who I feel like did some or said some very crazy things about you, or like, you get what I'm saying? We all getting it. I don't know, well, not everybody, but you get what I'm saying? Some people do, because there's an energy where like a pick on viewer mentality. Like, I don't know if people grouped up against you at one point in time, whether it was, again, friends, family members, other people's family members, whatever the case may be, but there's an energy where at one point in time you could have been really talked very poorly about, like just talked down upon like a damn dog. Like, it's the energy of like serious backbiting. And I say that because these people were never people who were necessarily above you. Like, even if the job titles were morally, structurally, like, as a person, these people weren't higher nor better than you. These people are people who have skeletons in their closet, skeletons that if they jumped the fuck out the closet, these people would be embarrassed, they would be ashamed, etc., etc. And it's like they still chose to come up and against like you. And they're feeling, again, it's not necessarily a regretful feeling, but it's almost like an embarrassment. It's almost like a trying to, like, they don't want to see you in person, especially if you're doing very well for yourself. These are the type of people who don't want to see you in person because they know you persevered through the BS. They know you persevered through like any sort of negativity, drama that they try to kind of throw at you. You got through it. And they definitely don't want to see somebody who got like bypassed like the issues they were trying to throw at you. They don't want to see the person who healed through that, and they don't want to see it because it's almost like it shines even more light on the person that they kind of like aren't, basically, because it's like, okay, you did all of this to accomplish what? You talked about this person, you put this person in third party, you spread rumors about this person, you stole from this person, you're trying to say this person is this, that, and the third, but it's almost like, okay, now, like, years later now, or months later, weeks later, however long it took you to kind of like pick yourself back up, you get what I'm saying? Because people aren't liking what they see, especially when they look at themselves in the mirror. They're not necessarily liking, it feels like, the person that they have become, because it's almost like, okay, I target somebody who is strong enough to kind of see past every sort of obstacle I was throwing at them. Like, I thought I was this big bad wolf, especially if I had to group up with people and I still couldn't take this person down or make them feel bad about themselves, or I did for a minute and they still had the strength to kind of like pick themselves back up and come back kind of like looking better than ever. Is that kind of like energy? Like, whoever, like, if people didn't see you in a long time, is like, even if they see you via social media, but especially if you bump into people who you could have definitely had fallen out with years from now, or you've already did bump into them, you don't look nothing like you did when you were around them or in some sort of like drama. Like, you look 10 times better, you look happier. And again, it's something with weight as well. Like, say if you wanted to lose it, you get what I'm saying? If you wanted to gain it, you change something up, whether it was a hair color, it was a belief, it was a style overall. Like, these people feel like they destroyed who you were at a time, yes, but they didn't necessarily destroy the person who you like deep down were supposed to be like on the inside. Hopefully I worded that right, because these people didn't win. That's the thing. It's almost like them doing what they did, whether it was the drama, it was the constant, you know, back and forth you had to have, the constant rumors, the constant gossip. It was like, you didn't necessarily destroy me, like you didn't take me out, no, but you definitely did show me, like, if it takes all of y'all to create this sort of mess to come up against one person, little old me, do you know how much power that means I have, basically? If it's taking a group of you, you get what I'm saying? Because a hater is one thing, and a hater can get other haters to kind of come up against people. Like, the child, that's the troll life. But these people are having to realize, you get what I'm saying? Y'all had groups and numbers, and you found power in that, where I'm literally by myself and still persevere through everything you group of people try to throw at me. Hopefully that's just making sense. You just have a lot of strength. For lack of better words, you have a lot of strength. I definitely do feel like people are acknowledging this strength as well, literally. I just didn't want to ramble on too much for y'all, okay? But I hope y'all understand what I was saying. What's the Seven of Pentacles and the Death? I got one more, it's calling me. You got the Three of, yeah. Some sort of, it's very positive, because I was just trying to not test the divine, that's just ignorant, but just to make sure, okay, with the Justice, especially for the Hierophant, because it definitely, and it goes back to the new cycle when it comes to money or career, okay? It definitely does it feels like someone is healing some sort of like, not even necessarily healing, but there's some sort of cycle work-wise that feels like it's coming to an end, especially if you haven't really been having luck when it comes to work. Again, that's like filling out job applications and not hearing anything back, especially if you are like a masculine, or you could resonate with masculine energy, especially in the work, like you're used to taking charge, or you're used to having like, it feels like a fast-paced job, or making fast-paced money. Sorry. Yeah, it feels like a new cycle is about to begin for somebody when it pertains to finances, okay? And it's going to be something that it feels like you're very passionate about, okay? Yeah, like some sort of luck is changing when it comes to work, but we're going to move on from that. What's the Ten of Wands? You got the Tower. What's the Ten of Wands? You have the Hangman, you have the Four of Pentacles, and you also do have the Two of Wands. For the Ten of Wands, you got Pisces energy, more Aquarius. What's the Two of Wands? You have the Nine of Cups, you got the Five of Cups, you have the High Priestess, and you also do have the Eight of Swords. It's something with you listening to your intuition is leaving a lot of people screwed as well, because it feels like people don't know what you know. Like, I don't know, especially if you voice that you listen to like horoscopes, you know, that type of stuff could really freak people could really freak people out, you know what I'm saying? Because just for example, just because you could be a tarot card reader, or say you have tarot cards, people automatically assume like you're looking into their lives, when in reality you don't really care that much. It's kind of given it's given kind of like that energy, like some, like, I don't know if you've ever expressed that you were into it, or you watch it, or whatever the case may be, but I don't know, there's some sort of paranoia that came out of nowhere that it feels like it's pertaining to, like, especially if you do want to make some sort of career out of reading tarot, or being some sort of like healer in that way on the side, or full-time, whatever the case may be. There are someone's like really shooketh by the fact that you are into that. Sad, I'm not sure why, and I honestly do feel like it's because, especially if you do want to do something in a more spiritual plane, I definitely do feel like there will be success that comes towards you with it. But I also do feel like there's a saddened energy to this, because let's just be honest, people don't like other people who have has a mind of their own. You get what I'm saying? Who knows themselves, who knows what they stand for, who knows what they like and what they don't like. Like, some people want literal dummies to be like around them. You get what I'm saying? And they a lot of times want to be the smart one. They want to be the one that leads the pack, so to speak. And it's almost like you have people realizing that you were never someone who follows anybody. You get what I'm saying? You can work with, and you could be the one who leads, but to straight up follow somebody, because you know, in certain circumstances, it's the blind leading the blind, and it's almost like you're not someone who's blind or blinded at all by anybody. And it definitely does feel like somebody, especially if you express tarot or being into spirituality, or like just foreseeing in general, like it like halted something for someone who really wanted to like, I don't know, antagonize you, especially with like a group of people, or again, make you seem like lost, or like weak, or like you'll fall for some sort of like somebody wanted to make you the brunt of like every joke, basically. Like, someone wanted that to be a thing for you. Like, they knew when they linked up with a group of people, they knew they were about to talk about you. Like, someone really wanted information from you. Like, it feels like if this was like a friend turned frenemy, and you're not cool with them no more, like someone was intentionally going out their way to kind of like, especially, it's sad, but it feels like befriend you to get information out of you, whether it was about another person or whether it was just kind of like on you. Like, someone just really wanted to know things about you, to kind of throw it in your face, or like talk to it to other people. So say if you do have family members, and you know, you vent to them or whatever the case may be, and then you fall out with one, and then you start falling out with, you know, all of a sudden there was like 2 other family members you're not cool with, and then the 3 of them get together. Like, this is just an example, but it's like, don't be surprised, because they are talking about the things that you've been through, that you said to them when you were hurt, or when you were venting to them about the problem that you were having. They talk about it, and they are going to talk about it, because it makes them feel better. It makes them it makes them feel like however you fell out, or however yeah, it's something with the falling out, just in general. It's something with falling out. Like, they want to feel like they have the power. Like, these people, these are like cowards. Very, very coward. Like, it's very cowardice. Very. And it's something with you having intuition. These people know it. Like, it's something, with the 3 of Wands. Like, these are the type of people who feel like you're almost like 10 steps ahead of them. And it's because of your intuition. It's because it's almost like you're level-headed. And it's almost feeling like you've been through similar. It's like, I don't know, like, if there could have been a cycle where it was repetitive, like different groups of people, but almost like the same initial kind of like lesson. Like, people feel like all they did was strengthen. Like, if you are into tarot, it feels like people who are aware of it feel like anything that you've been through, especially with them, especially if it was like negative, they feel like they did nothing but strengthen your intuition. Like, people look at you as someone who's a very, very strong individual. Like, you've been through a lot, and you didn't kind of just take it for what it is. It's almost like, you know, not only that you just utilize it, but it's you keep everything, especially that negatively happened to you, for like future reference. Like, you know what to look out for. You get what I'm saying? For instance, you know what a backhanded compliment looks like. You know what it looks like when someone's like moving weird with you, whether it was in a friendship or a relationship. You automatically know things. And people from your past, especially people you fell out with because of your success. That's why I'm like, I don't know what type of success all of you are going to obviously accomplish, but they definitely do feel like the only reason why you did accomplish as much as you're going to, or as much as you have, is because you did the work and you kind of like kicked them to the curb, like you got rid of them. Like, it's something with people knowing that, okay, this person is reaching these sort of milestones and success just in general. I was part of like the problem, especially if you didn't reach it when you were around these people, and then all of a sudden you're blowing up, you're getting promotion, new cycle and works are starting for you, whatever, a platform is blowing up for you, whatever the case may be. It's almost like these people are viewing it like, I was the problem, I was holding a viewer back, or like, it's shameful, like, because it's almost like the same people, if there were groups or there were people, multiple people coming together to come up against you, it's like now they have to look at each other like, well, this person's doing fine. Like, this person's doing absolutely fine. They're growing, they're prospering, they're about to have a baby, like they got a partner in it. Like, all that energy we threw at them for this person to still have a successful life, what they view as successful and what we actually see as success, this person is executing it. They're getting it. They have more than us. Like, they have way more than us than they did like in the past. Like, again, say if it was just someone had a greater title than you, but it's almost like they're recognizing that meant absolutely nothing if you're a horrible person. You get what I'm saying? But yes, you have people very, very, it feels like, afraid of like what you know. Yeah, and they're more afraid of the things that you know and what they don't know. Like, especially if like different, like you have people really, really afraid of like you're going to start speaking of any sort or like throwing shade. Like, you have people, especially if there was negative fallouts, like they're, and your page is on, you know, open, like it doesn't even have to be open, but there, it definitely feels like there's someone checking for you, like someone, especially when something was more fresh. So say if like this, you know, over time this, you've gotten over, and this is just like kind of like regurgitating a story for you that you already kind of like dealt with. You get what I'm saying? I'm just here to let you know that in the beginning of a fallout between you, it feels like a friend. It feels like it's a she, a girl, a woman. It feels like it's more of a woman. I just wanted to make sure. It just feels more of a feminine. Like, for some reason, it's like it's a girl. Definitely was looking at any sort of platform that they were able to kind of check you, like to check for you on, to see if you were like throwing subs or like shade. Like, someone's very, very embarrassed, like very embarrassed. Like, even if there was their family that did something to you that was negative, like someone's very embarrassed by some sort of fallout between you and them, because it's definitely a feeling of like they thought they were better than you. Like, someone definitely felt that way. What's this, Hangman? You got the devil. Yeah. What's the Hangman and the devil? You got Capricorn energy out here. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. And I think it's something to shine light on that. I feel like you really, really, with the sun, especially if you are a Leo or you're just, it feels like you should be very, very happy with how much progress that you have made. Because I definitely do feel like a lot of the toxic cycles people tried to put you in, you know, karma from, you know, a father or a mother, if you believe in those type of like things, it feels like you really got yourself out of a lot of toxic and codependent situations, okay? Because there could have been cycle on cycle on cycles where you felt like you were just being hit with constant negativity, and it was almost like there was no way around it or out of it, basically. And I feel like you definitely utilizing your intuition or seeking counsel, or even if it's just reading, listening to tarot readings from people that you do trust, obviously, you get what I'm saying? It feels like it's helping you. It's helping somebody. That's what it feels like. What's this Wheel of Fortune? What's the Wheel of Fortune? You have the Eight of Wands and and the Six of Cups. I feel like you ended a lot of like, because it's a message of like the things that you feel like you've been through. Like, so say if you just know you're making a lot of very, very good progress. No matter if you do feel stuck, you get what I'm saying, or you feel like it's going to take you a while to get out of something that, you know, you feel trapped in, or even if you're already out of something that you once felt trapped in, just know you're making a lot of progress. With this Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Wands, for the Hangman and the Devil. Because especially if you believe in like past life, like karma or past life karmics, etc., you're clearing out, it feels like, something a lot faster than you realize. And I almost want to be compelled to say, like, if you believe in lifetimes or like reincarnation, it doesn't feel like you're going to be dealing with the same things you dealt with in this lifetime. Like, you're fulfilling some sort of like destiny. I want to make sure I keep it realistic, but I'm really being compelled to say this, especially because if you have that belief of reincarnation, past life, coming back, etc., it definitely does feel like a lot of the issues that you had with people were definitely past life, like different family members that you could view as karmic now, they were karmic people to you in the past, like whether they were friends or, you know, a certain enemy. Like in this lifetime they became family. Like it's weird. Like even people you met, like whether it's at work, like you got to think about like I don't want to push my thoughts on y'all, but if you believe in it, you believe in it. Like if you had a very, very horrific karmic relationship with somebody, it's almost like because you did in a past lifetime, and it was almost like you didn't fulfill some sort of duty. Like say if in this lifetime, you know, oh, I'm going through separation, I don't want to be with the person. In a past life, you couldn't have, like you could have stayed with the person or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? Like you didn't, not saying you didn't do what you were supposed to do, but it was almost like that. If you believe in it, I'm gonna keep saying it because some people may not. You get what I'm saying? But that's okay too. It's just the idea to throw out there for those who believe in that type of stuff. But it definitely does feel like someone's healing out, and it seems fast. Like you're clearing out a lot of like past karmic situations that used to keep you stuck. Okay, keep you bound, especially on a soul level. All right. Like it feels like you're purging a lot of the things that you didn't in past lives, a lot of the people that you didn't, and it's going to almost like propel you forward with the Wheel of Fortune. Because even if it's slow, it's still going to happen for you, basically. What's the Six of Cups? You got the Six of Pentacles. 66 could be of importance. And what's the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles? What's the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles? Whoa. Yeah, you got the Moon and the Hermit. And you got the Eight of Pentacles. If you were thinking about like taking something like seriously when it comes to like, it feels like religion, but it feels like it's like knowledge, like it's knowledge about something. You got Virgo energy, Cancer, Pisces. Like it feels like someone's not realizing like how can I put this? Not how smart they actually are, but like how easy it will be for them to grasp something. Like, so say this is spiritual knowledge, like, how can I put this? It's something with the knowledge. Like something is a lot deeper for someone, or what they kind of like realize, especially when it comes to their purpose. I say this often, I feel like, but it does feel like someone's like a guide. And I don't feel like they're realizing that. Like someone is much more knowledgeable on a certain topic or belief than I feel like they realize. Like this is someone who does tarot without realizing, you get what I'm saying? Something goes a lot deeper for you than just tarot. Like you're actually much more knowledgeable about the topic than I feel like you are aware of. Or something goes a lot deeper, like in bloodline, so to speak. Like something is like, is a lot deeper than what someone's allowing themselves to kind of like, I guess you could say understand. What's the Hermit and the Moon? You have the Lovers. You got Gemini energy out here. And you got the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords. What's the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords? I'm about to end it, y'all. You got the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of y'all may feel like you don't have a person, or someone's really questioning as well if they even do, or if they will even like be with somebody, it feels like this lifetime, or if they even feel like it. Oh my goodness. Like, it's not sad. We all been through things. You may be tired, child. Shit. I mean, shoot. I get it. But someone definitely does, for some, not for some reason. I can completely understand it, honestly. Someone is very, very strong alone, though. Like, no matter man or woman, someone's very strong alone. And I feel like that is also another, like, someone really is. Like, yeah. Because you know how sometimes you see, like, power couples, or some people feel like they need other people. I don't feel like you do. And that can be what the understanding is, too. With the Hermit, the Moon, that can definitely be what that becoming knowledgeable about is as well. Like, you do not need anyone. You don't need anyone. And someone learned a powerful ass lesson on self-worth. Like, someone stopped doubting walking away from people as well. Someone learned a lot of lessons with this Hermit, the Moon, the Lovers, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. I didn't even see it as that at first, but with this Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords, especially regarding for like the Lovers, basically, and the whole Hermit and everything, and then you got the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost like you choosing you first and your self-worth, and like really staying 10 toes down for like who you are, really shines light on like how much work you actually did put in. Because it feels like somebody does not play any type of games when it comes to like their self. It feels like respect, even if it hurts. Like, you're being like, it feels like you're being viewed as somebody who takes nothing from anyone at this point in your life. You don't take anything. If I'm giving you respect, love, attention, time, etc., etc., I don't care who you are, a friend, family member, or a lover, I've deserved that back. And if you don't give it back, or I feel as though you are lacking it, and then I express it to you and you still do nothing, or you get upset, or you get triggered, or you get whatever, okay, then I'm going to choke and I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'll see you in another lifetime. I'm going to manifest someone else, or other soul tribe family members, whatever the case may be. It's making, yeah, like someone learned a huge lesson, it feels like, in their self-worth. What's the strength? That's really good. And you got the Magician coming out for the strength. You got the Page of Pentacles coming out. What's this Magician? You got the Ace of Cups. And what's this Page of Pentacles? You got the Nine of Swords. What's the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords? You have the Queen of Wands. What's this Page of Pentacles? You have the Four of Swords. What's the Nine of Swords? You got the Six of Swords. Someone looks at you as very like gifted with the Ace of Swords at the bottom. And I mentioned it before about having like gifts since a child and everything like that. But this time is definitely highlighting like manifestations. Like, someone's really looking at like a lot of things that you attract and how fast you attract it, especially as an adult now. And someone definitely thinks you do like something with your beauty. Like, if there's a such thing of like beauty spells, like someone feels like you do that. Like, someone feels like you do that. Like, you're into that. Like, you look as good as you do, especially if someone knows, again, if you're into those type of things, tarot, etc. Someone definitely is curious to know if you do like beauty spells as well. But they also, what's the Six of Swords? Like someone feels like you're very, very lucky with the Ace of Swords coming out for the Six of Swords. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't know. It's something with someone realizing like you are the truth at something. And it feels like your manifestations, like you give like people really, like you're somebody, it feels like an energy people never really have met before. And then when they meet you, low vibrational people kind of like don't believe who you are, but who really cares about them. But more high vibing people, people who get inspired by others doing it, almost giving like a celebrity effect. Like somebody has like that celebrity aura, that celebrity effect. Like very inspiring, very like, when you step into a room, people can't help but to look. Like they can't help but to like stare. They can't help but to like smile and like really want to like play, or like, and when I mean play is like joke with you or like really talk to you, see you like smile, like see you interact with them or other people. Like you have that. Someone has that. Someone has that. What's the Nine of Swords though? And then we're going to end it. What's this Nine of Swords? And I feel like someone, ultimately, the Nine of Swords definitely is someone else's energy pertaining to you, because they are feeling like you're realizing this about yourself with the Justice. Like you're realizing how like creative you are, smart you are, like you're coming into your own power, you're stepping into it. You're not being afraid of kind of like voicing your opinion. Because I don't know, there was something with people thinking like you being like timid or like really not, I wouldn't say arguing, but going back and forth with them, expressing how you truly feel. It was almost like people were used to talking down to you basically, or like kind of telling you what they want and for you to kind of go along with it. You get what I'm saying? Without doing your own research or just because somebody said to do it. You better stand up. But y'all, those were the messages. I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for y'all. And overall, I hope that the messages were useful. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.